Hi, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the 1480 WHBC YouTube channel, bringing you local sports, news, and the stories that matter to you. If you haven't subscribed yet, we just went over 4,000 subscribers, so be sure to join to get daily videos, updates, and more. A great local story. Canton Central Catholic softball team. We welcome the ladies in now, Coach Ashley Bartolone and Coach Emily Beck, along with Baylor Grant and Emmy Morrison. Hi, everyone. How we doing?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Your guys' story is making it around Stark County. Thankfully, we got a hold of it, and we want to talk about it a little bit more. Coach, we will start with you.
Okay.
Flashing back to last offseason, looked like there wouldn't be a team or wouldn't be a program anymore, correct?
Correct. Yeah. So we made it to the regional final last season, and the first time in school history. I graduated 5, and I had one that decided not to return. So looking forward to this season, we had 4. And then we kind of just had a meeting with the administrators. A lot of worried parents, us coaches were concerned. And we ended up getting 10 girls to commit. And so we pretty much said, well, we're going to roll with it. And that's exactly what we did.
Yeah, before we get to the additions to your team, I want to ask the girls here, Emily and Baylor, what was the vibe like for you guys talking about the team, the danger of it not happening anymore, the word between you guys?
It was really scary because I was the only senior, and I tried to just get as many girls as I could to play. 'Cause, I wanted a senior season, so and just trying to help everybody and the girls that were interested. We're trying to help like Emmy was, and yeah.
All right, I'll ask Coach Beck and Coach Bartolone here. How do you recruit somebody who's never played a sport to join a high school level team?
We rely heavily on those that have played for us before. This isn't new. I mean, ever since we took over in 2018, spring 2019 being our first season, we've had the trouble of having quite a few that have never played. It's not out of the norm for somebody to show up for the first day of practice or tryouts without a glove or without a bat. Don't even know what hand their glove goes on, how they hold the bat. But this year was different. So it was pretty much, if you're athletic, you play another sport. We were telling the girls, like, talk to anybody and everybody, that has a little bit of athletic ability. Vouch for us as coaches. We're not in the school, so it's incredibly hard as well. So we rely heavily on those that have played for us prior.
And Coach Beck, what goes into coaching someone who's never played the sport before once they joined the team?
Just a lot of patience. Sometimes we have to remind ourselves, like, this is new to them. So, running it back to the basics, it isn't repetitive, it's needed. So just reminding ourselves that, this is the first time for them. And then trying to balance the load of, the ones that have played before and trying to make sure they get better every day. And then also trying to obviously make sure the ones that have never played before obviously are getting better every day as well.
All right, Emmy and Baylor, you guys kind of had to put your recruiting caps on, right? Talk to some girls.
Yeah.
Was it just at the school or different schools, or how did it all work to get people to join the team?
It was at the school, and we kind of, like, in the beginning of the year, they had this list, and everybody signs up, and we had a bunch of people sign up, but then whenever we had a meeting, only like a couple people showed up. So I gathered a bunch of girls in a meeting and just trying to say, hey, give me your phone numbers and everything. If you guys are interested in playing, please, like, all of us returners will give you guys gloves or bats or anything that you guys need. And it was all just trying to, like, bring people together, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, Baylor was a huge part in that, and she made everyone, like, believe that there was going to be a team and help, like, build a team where we didn't think there was going to be one.
All right, Coach, I got to ask, you start the season, you got your team. I think that's half the story, right? Putting the team together, getting it together. First couple practices, first couple games, did the situation feel like, hey, we just added 5 people who've never played this before?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Every day. And we relied heavily. We had a meeting with the girls that have played and said, unfortunately, there's 2 of us, there's 5 of them. So we need your guys' help as well. You know, you're going to help them just as much as we can, which I think helps them get better also. Kind of taking like a training coaching role in the back end of things and helping them progress. But yes, every day was a challenge. Everybody learned patience and something new every day.
Yeah, with challenge comes triumph, though. I mean, those moments
Correct.
where you realize your team coming together and some awesome moments. I mean, it's going to be cool enough to have a team be good and progress on its own, but to have girls who've never played before. Can you guys remember some moments for any of you guys? Any moments stick out to you that was like, wow, this is amazing. I can't believe how far we've come.
I think it was probably the district game that I was like, I did not think this was going to happen at all, because coming with only 5 girls that have never played before, it was really scary. And I was kind of just saying, hey, let's just have fun this season. But they learned really, really quick, and they were just trying to have fun. And that's really what mattered.
Yeah, and us, the coaches, community-wise, parent-wise, school-wise, was this a tough sell, or what was the involvement here to make this happen?
Thankfully, we had a lot of support from the direct parents of the girls that decided, to join the program. We've always had good luck with, supportive parentals of those that have played. But this year was extra special because their parents also bought in. And it is a hard sell because, we went to regional championship last year and we replaced 5 seniors with 5 that have never played before. So to sell that and, to get people excited and motivated and to get them to believe that we can get them back to that same situation wasn't an easy sell, but they bought in just like the kids did. And they also invested in their kids too. A lot of these kids put a lot of time outside of practice as well, which is way more than we can ever ask for.
Yeah, so you guys end up making it to the district finals again with 10 girls, 5 that have never played before. How did this happen? Was this a crazy run towards the end of the season? Was this leaning on the girls who've already played, or is this a culture thing?
All of the above. We've been working extremely hard to turn this program around since the day we took over. The day we took over, dugouts were burnt down. We didn't have a softball to practice with to our name. So it's been a whole rebuilding, 7 years of rebuilding. And I think the culture's changed. And then, with each year that we have a different group of girls, those girls buy into the process, and then, they're rubbing off on the next class, that next freshman class or that next junior that decides, hey, I'll try softball this year. So yeah, and it really is a testament to their resiliency and their hard work. We can't teach that. So we did get very lucky with the group that we had. We can teach them how to throw, catch, hit the ball, but we couldn't teach them that they're resilient and to show up every day with a confidence, to work hard. So that is a true testament to, those young ladies for sure.
Do you feel like, Coach, after everything that happened, is this avoidable now? Or is this something you may have to do every offseason, is find new players?
I would love to sit here and tell you that I think it's avoidable. Unfortunately, it's not. There's a lot of traffic in high school volleyball and basketball and club volleyball and other things that draw these girls, young ladies, away from other spring sports. And we encourage everybody to play more than one. You don't get to play high school sports again. So no, but again, we've been doing it since 2019, since we took over. So, we're okay. We will teach you if you show up every day and want to work hard, and want to learn the sport and get better. That's all we can ask. We'll do the rest.
Definitely. I think you guys have a really great story. People are going to enjoy hearing about this and maybe bring some more popularity or spotlight to the program and local high school softball. Baylor and Emmy, I want to give you guys an opportunity now. You guys are here with us, but give some shout outs to your other teammates, maybe some moments during the season or just how hard they worked. Give us some names and what they did for the team this season.
I would say Avery, she really she helped us guide where we are today. She was a great what I say, a great leader. She, at least for me, she really taught, because it was my first year playing, she taught me how to be a great softball player and the love for the sport.
Mm-hmm. And honestly, I feel like all of the incoming people, like the little freshmen, the people that have never played, Emmy, Ava, Bella, Alexa, all those girls, really all just came together and tried their hardest to make everybody proud. And it was really, it just like set with me good whenever they were mad, when they like didn't do good because all they wanted to do was good. And yeah.
That's a great answer. Coaches, you guys have been around the game enough and seen probably different programs and different seasons. Did you see the 5 girls that joined your team become softball players by the end of the year?
Absolutely. 100%.
Yeah.
And it was more than just like softball growth. This year was a lot of good life lessons for everybody involved. We always teach the girls that, you know, this is more than just softball lessons. This is teaching you life lessons. They showed up every day. They worked hard when all the odds were against them. I think we went on a 4-game winning streak, and then at the end of the year, we're on like a 6 or 7 game losing streak, and then came tournament time, it was a completely different team. So even when we didn't think they were learning or getting better, they were, which again is bigger than softball. That softball ends one day, and that's something we've preached since day one. So they not only grew as softball players, but they grew as young ladies as well.
Yeah, sounds like you guys had 2 or 3 seasons in one.
Yeah.
Definitely want to congratulate you. Again, a run to the district finals with 10 girls, 5 that had never played before. Canton Central Catholic softball team. Want to thank everyone for joining us. Coach Ashley Bartolone, Emily Beck, Baylor Grant, and Emmy Morrison. And again, you shouted out your teammates. So, ladies, thank you again. Congrats on a great season, and good luck to the program in the future.
Thank you.